on TMZ.
Okay, there are two belated reviews of Ryan Murphy's Menendez Brothers show, and those are reviews coming from Eric and Lyle Menendez.
Eric and Lyle Menendez were on the Two Angry Men podcast, and they said
Ryan Murphy's project really did move a lot of people to understand the childhood trauma that Eric and I suffered.
they're changing their lives though in prison. They talked about what they want to do if they were to get out.
They were like, I believe kindness is cool, and I mean cool with a K. Stay in jail just for that.
Cardi B was seen with her family. This is a couple days after we saw her for Valentine's Day with Stefan Diggs, and no Offset here.
You can't be going cheat around with Stefan Diggs.
She's not cheating, they're broken up.
It doesn't matter.
Throughout the course of their monogamous marriage, he banged whoever he wanted.
It's because she was nagging him all the time and he didn't feel guilty. So as bad as
Delta has stepped up with an offer for the passengers on board the flight that crashed in Toronto. $30,000 each, no strings attached.
Oh, so you can still sue?
Why is it always everyone's first thing to sue? $30K, I'd be down for that.
And then just wait until the guy that was sitting in 1H next to you, oh no, in 13H.
Tracy Morgan met Jeannie Buss, and he had no idea who she was. Jay Moore, Jeannie Buss's husband, he said,
she goes, you gotta come out to LA and come to a Lakers game. He goes, are you a dancer?
Jay used to do a Tracy impression.
Can he do that now?
he did it in this video.
Still can.
That's his buddy, too.
They're friends.
Is that a pass?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do a Charles impression. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be late.
Prison was hard for me. I faced a lot of bullying and trauma. It was a dangerous environment.
Yes, the Menendez brothers calling from prison, appearing on our new podcast, Two Angry Men with Harvey and Mark Garagos. And since a lot of people first learned about the Menendez case from Ryan Murphy's show Monsters, we asked,
Do you have any opinion about it?
It really did actually move a lot of people to understand the childhood trauma that Eric and I suffered. And I feel a lot of people were educated about what can happen even in affluent homes behind walls. In that way, I think we are grateful.
And I said to them, I said, my impression was the impression of a lot of people. You were spoiled brats, and they owned it.
I was a spoiled brat. I had deep insecurity issues and tried to hide those issues. I look back and I'm so ashamed and embarrassed.
Courtney, you cannot hold the contempt from your face.
This just made me more angry watching it. I just hated them more and more.
75% of all the comments on this story are positive in favor of the brothers.
Maybe they're very convincing sociopaths.
I would agree with both of you if this is something they just said. It's things they've already done over years.
by many accounts, the brothers have been model prisoners who are fully rehabilitated and truly want to help other prisoners.
Should we be able to get out, our lives will be spent in working with the prison and doing the work that we're doing in here, out there.
Cannot two things be true? Like, they committed a horrible crime.
Which, by the way, they acknowledge.
And now they seem to be exemplary prisoners.
There are certain crimes for which you're not redeemable.
I'm striving to be a good person, and I'm striving to be a better person every day.
The cheesiest thing was when they were like,
I have a phrase that I like to use, kindness is cool. Cool with a K.
stay in jail just for that.
We'll see. Resentencing hearing is set for next month. You can watch the full Menendez brothers interview on Two Angry Men on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
There's a new He-Man movie that's filming right now, starring Jared Leto, Idris Elba, a couple other people.
I don't know what He-Man is.
You don't know what He-Man is?
Oh, He-Man. I thought you said Key-Man.
What the hell is Key-Man?
I don't know.
Have you ever been locked out of your house called Key-Man?
Oh my God.
Well, it was a big cartoon, and they made a movie about it, starring Dolph Lundgren. And so they're remaking it, and we got Dolph. And we asked him what he thinks about the idea of remaking this movie.
Well, I think it's good news, you know, wish them all the best. Yeah.
Any advice for the actor that's gonna play you?
Good journey.
Of course.
Who would play him, Chris Hemsworth?
So the guy playing him is this guy, Nicholas Galastine.
Wait a minute, he's not big enough.
Here he is now.
Oh, look at that. He did get bigger.
So he totally buffed up. Jared Leto's playing Skeletor.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be like the male version of the Barbie movie.
Oh, so they're gonna do the women are just like.
Good journey.
And now, Northwest can feel the love tonight, starring a reunited Kim and Kanye.
So good.
Well, I mean, I was just crying from the side.
Kanye and Kim played Happy Family at North's big stage show, The Lion King.
You probably remember back in May when North performed at the Hollywood Bowl.
I'm gonna be the main event, but no king was before.
Now we see kind of behind the scenes of that night on the Kardashian show where Kanye and Kim were side by side supporting their daughter, and I think that they did do a good job at co-parenting that night.
They did, and Kim talked about how that's their goal.
You know, Kanye and I want the best for the kids, and so anytime we're here supporting our child, it's always good vibes.
Totally! Except that Kanye wanted to change the show, which Kim seemed to support.
Her dad has been involved, and he came to rehearsal, and he's like, can we change the graphics? I just look at them and I'm like, it will be a better production.
Is she doing that because she believes it'll be better or so Kanye didn't throw a fit?
I think she believes that it will be better.
It's almost like she turned to the Disney guys like, trust him, it'll be better.
It seems like he got the changes because at the very end of the show, he said that the show was so good.
So good.
Thankfully, he didn't make other suggestions.
Can you imagine Nata Benya? And then it's the swastika sign on
All the elephant trunks just go up.
Just to piss him off, they should change Simba's father's name to Jufasa. Thanks, Kim and Kanye. Great to see you coming together to support your daughter.
Lily Collins, she has a newborn baby, and she's giving a musical education. She has her listening to Phil Collins, who is Lily Collins' dad.
I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way that I walk.
She's like a really excited new mom. And usually when people like work really hard to have kids, they're really angry about it when they come or whatever.
What?
Do you ever see people who expect parenthood to be one way, but then it ends up being another way, so they're kind of like upset by what happened?
Oh, yeah.
And I find her to be.
It's so funny how you guys who don't have kids think I just sat at home all day and was hanging out. It was hard. I'd love to see you take care of the kids.
I'd love to see it.
I do it the way I was raised.
Which is how?
Go out and find God.
Oh, my God.
He found other things, though.
He found Todd.
Welcome to TMZ Romania! If you look on your left, you'll see the beautiful Carpathian Mountains checkered with gorgeous historic castles. If you look to your right, you can see two men beating the crap out of 3 OnlyFans models.
Was this something the women signed up for?
Yes.
You think they were snatched out of Sephora and thrown in a ring?
It does get pretty crazy when there's a sale. No, this was for a sanctioned MMA match, and it has sparked a ton of concern.
I would be concerned about the implant.
We meant about the fact that Romania lets men beat on women for sport, but we'll let the implants know you're thinking of them.
I'm not judging them, the girls. I'm judging the men who want to do this.
I'm judging the people in the audience.
It's over the line.
Let's say the women got paid $100 grand to pop for it, and they decided to do it. Are we really going to be that paternalistic? Women can earn money however they want to earn money.
This guy's a feminist. There's a feminist.
Grab your pitchforks, everyone! Seriously, though, the whole thing's totally barbaric and utterly unnecessary unless the fight has a deeper purpose.
Do these girls have any relation to the guys? Like, are they ex-girlfriends or something?
Why, does that make it more justified?
Well, it beats couples therapy. So we hope you're okay, ladies. Maybe you should try to make money other ways, like, say, OnlyFans? Oh, right, they already tried that. Maybe Sephora's hiring. Stay safe.
Tracy Morgan met Jeannie Buss at SNL 50.
I love Jeannie Buss.
He had no idea who she was. Jay Moore, Jeannie Buss's husband, comedian.
He was on SNL.
He was in town for SNL 50. He was talking about it, and he said,
My goal is just to see Tracy Morgan with my wife and take a picture of my wife and Tracy Morgan. Mm-hmm. And I go, Tracy, this is my wife, Jeannie. And she goes, you got to come out to LA and come to a Lakers game. He goes, are you a dancer?
Oh, no.
Jeannie Buss is like 65. What a compliment.
It is a compliment.
She looks really good. She could be.
She's great.
It was a funny exchange. He talks about it in his podcast.
Jay used to do a Tracy impression.
He's doing it here. He does the Tracy impression here.
I kissed Tracy on the cheek where he's like, you come a long way from the Boston Comedy Club.
Is that a pass?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do a Charles impression. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be late.
Honestly, you should have just went with a Jamaican accent.
Coming up.
Liam Payne's good friend, Roger Norris, is off the hook in Argentina.
As he should be. There's no guardianship, there's no contract. They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Coming up.
We got Will Reeve in New York, the son of Christopher Reeve. He has a documentary coming out.
I wanted to go see what he had seen and be where he had been.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Who takes the longest showers?
That's Selena Gomez in a TikTok video for Interview Magazine asking her fiance Benny Blanco questions that she does not want the answers to.
Okay, I might not get to shower every day, but when I do, when I feel like I deserve it, I'm in there for so long contemplating life. I sit down in every shower I go into.
What?
What?
Just wait, cause it gets weirder.
Have you ever cried in the shower? It's incredible. Do you cry in the shower? Sometimes you just have to have a good cry.
Why does he cry in the shower?
Maybe from sadness, maybe from joy, or maybe...
He's masturbating, right?
Oh! I didn't even think of that.
That's definitely a third option, yeah.
Hold on, who sits down in the shower?
Oh, I sit down in the shower.
In the shower, just on the floor?
That's the whole reason I built the bench.
You sit down and do what?
Don't.
I'll answer the question. I sit down and...
That was also a question we did not want the answer to. So, thanks, Benny. Now take us out of here with even more weirdness.
I always get death realizations when I'm in the shower. Like I realize I'm gonna die, but it's in the shower.
Hey, girl, you asked. Happy crying in the shower, everybody. Bye.
Because my dad was injured when I was so young, I didn't really get to experience the world with him the way that he had really wanted us to.
We got Will Reeve in New York, ABC News correspondent and the son of Christopher Reeve. He has a documentary coming out. It's called Will Reeve, Finding My Father. So he says the last thing Christopher Reeve filmed before his accident in 1995 was an episode of this show called Into the Wild, which was like a nature documentary where he went to Alaska and Mexico chasing gray whales.
And I wanted to go see what he had seen and be where he had been to learn a little bit more about a version of my dad that I didn't really get to know because he got injured when I was so young.
He says, so I've recreated my dad's last documentary with the sons of the guides who took him.
So I found the sons of the men who took him around in those places and had them as my guides.
No, he's great because he really honors his parents.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Are the sons of the whale guys like good at their job? Like, we don't know how good they are at finding whales and stuff.
I like the idea that one of the kids is like an accountant now, and they're like, "You want me to take you out on a boat?
Totally.
Oh, all right, I'll take you out on a boat."
Or maybe they're accomplished at it.
Just Nepo babies.
Well, they're not Nepo babies. My dad was a tour.
Thank you, bye.
Obviously, once everything is over, yeah, you feel like relieved and you feel like you're like a person again.
That's Liam Payne's friend Roger Norris on TMZ Live discussing his relief in being off the hook in the criminal case where it was asserted that he could have somehow prevented the singer's death.
He was charged with manslaughter, but initially they were talking about this.
It's abandonment.
Abandonment charge.
The argument, which I never understood at all, is that Roger had somehow had a duty to keep Liam safe, and by not being around him all the time, that he was responsible for his death.
But an Argentinian judge ruled that ultimately there was nothing Roger could have done to save Liam.
The judge said that Norris had no role in Liam, quote, obtaining and consuming alcohol and could not have stopped him.
What was he supposed to do?
The judge said that he would have found drugs no matter if Roger stayed with him 24 hours a day.
Suppose he stayed with him 24 hours a day, and Liam says, I'm gonna drink a bottle of whiskey. What is Roger doing then?
No, man, that's not cool. Let's go.
Oh, God. No, man. Oh, that's not cool.
As for Roger, he's clearly ready to put this all behind him and start dealing with the loss of his friend.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to like trying to understand and process my feelings without this like whole thing around me.
Justice was served here.
It was.
This was an addict who was going to get his hands on drugs and alcohol to do what he was going to do.
Liam would have went out and like turned the corner, went by the bridge by the park and got it from like a dealer there.
Very accurate and also oddly specific. Congrats on being off the hook, Roger.
Honestly, this is like, this is great news.
Delta has stepped up with an offer for the passengers on board the flight that crashed in Toronto, that horrible flipped over and the fireball and the whole thing. $30,000 each.
Not enough.
But we should say, credit to Delta, the $30,000 comes with no strings attached.
Oh, so you can still sue?
Right, you're not signing away your rights or anything.
Oh, well, that's found money.
Aren't they also hoping that by giving you that, you're like, oh, that was really nice, I'm not gonna sue, right? That's like
but
the whole
also,
point
if you're
of it.
completely fine, $30K, I'd be down for that.
Devin, people thought they were gonna die.
But you're fine. Like, if you walk away unscathed.
The trauma?
Why is it always everyone's first thing to sue? Every time I fly, I think like, okay, there is a chance it could go down.
Well, there is.
But that doesn't mean that if it happens, your family doesn't sue the airline.
But they're giving you $30K.
And then just wait until the guy that was sitting in 1H next to you, oh no, in 13H.
He's in 27H. He's on the wing.
Coming up.
Travis Kelce's ex, Kayla Nicole, just modeled for Rihanna's brand Fenty.
I hope they end up back together. That'd be the best story ever.
Charlie, are you actively rooting for Taylor and Travis to break up?
Aren't we all? Like,
And now a message about the importance of delivering clean water to Kayla Nicole's body! At least we hope it's clean water, or Travis Kelce's ex is gonna need a stiff antibiotic.
Kayla Nicole just modeled in an ad for Rihanna's brand Fenty.
She has a new hair care product coming out.
Oh, it's for hair care?
Yes, what better way to sell hair products than by ruining a hot girl's hairdo in the rain? And it's a pretty slick move by Rihanna, right?
Well, it's a little interesting that Rihanna picked Kayla Nicole for this.
That's a statement.
It is a statement against Taylor Swift. It is a bit of beef.
No, it's not.
But at some point, you have to say she's getting the jobs because she's an attractive woman who models.
Yeah.
There's lots of attractive women who model.
But this guy's Instagram follows aside.
What is Rihanna's relationship with Taylor?
Taylor wrote This Is What You Came For, one of Rihanna's biggest hits.
So no beef there, and it's not about Travis, right?
Kayla Nicole has really played this well because she hasn't, like, attacked.
She hasn't exploited the situation.
What are you talking about?
Just because she told fellow contestants on Special Forces that her ex is...
Okay.
Then clarified when they didn't react.
I was dating Taylor Swift.
Oh, funny. Doesn't mean she's exploiting anything. Girl's gotta work, and she's working hard.
She looks like a Sunday roast. She looks great.
A Sunday roast?
It's what I like to eat.
Guess it all comes back to beef.
Coming up.
Cardi B was seen with her family.
No Offset.
It was a couple days after we saw her for Valentine's Day with Stephon Diggs.
She can't get mad at Offset at all.
Well, he cheated on her repeatedly.
No. You can't be going to cheat around with Stephon
But
Diggs.
she's not cheating. They're broken up.
They're not together.
It doesn't matter.
Cardi B was seen with her family, a little family outing in White Horse Tavern in Manhattan.
Which part of the family?
Her kids, her parents, grandparents.
No Offset.
That's the thing, is that this is a couple days after we saw her for Valentine's Day with Stephon Diggs, and no Offset here.
She can't get mad at Offset at all. For anything.
Well, he cheated on her repeatedly throughout their marriage.
You can't be going to cheat around with Stephon.
But she's not cheating. They're broken up.
No.
Are they divorced?
No, they're not.
They're separated?
They're separated, though.
They're separate, so she's not allowed to date?
No.
He banged throughout the course of their monogamous marriage. He banged whoever he wanted, but she can't date now that they're separated?
It's because she was nagging him all the time. That is why she went ahead and did that.
But Keith, when your ex-wife filed for divorce against you, you didn't go and like date other people?
I didn't go and cheat. I didn't.
It was hard to sneak a girl past his mom, so.